Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the New York Jets. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. His first carry, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Darnold from the gun. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Rashad Perriman, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 1st, here's Washington. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon.
Darnold's pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Gain of 9.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
The Jets, 1st down.
Now on 1st down, it's Washington again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Darnold from the red zone now. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Second and 10. Here's Darnold. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On the give, this is Washington. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Aldrich Rosas on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The 1st down throw here for Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. Mack's got the 1st down and then some. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets' 40-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Jets Colts will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Frank Gore, the veteran who sits 3rd all-time in rush yards. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
No gain on
delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He's got it to Hilton. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. 25 yards that time.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Taylor is the ball carrier.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, That's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
And Pascal's got it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. First and 10, Taylor now. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run here with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Washington. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
They run with Washington, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Faking the give, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Washington, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. They are more athletic now than ever before. Talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 21-yard.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
3rd and long for Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now it's Crowder. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
At the 37-yard line.
2nd and 4. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Complete to Hilton. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. At the Jets' 37-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Looking deep for Hilton. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Barrios on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Off of play action, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. He's got daylight past the 20 and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder, 67 yards. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers, he completes this one to Mack. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
4 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps...
And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other end. Just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Looking deep for Adams. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Darnold to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. A handoff for Washington. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
But it's 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Rosa's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake here, Rivers. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis.
Rivers' pass intercepted by the Jets. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running it, Washington. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead is now 2.
Is good. Makes the score Jets 23, Colts 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. Across the 25.
On the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. They run the draw play with Mack. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Jordan Jenkins.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From just shy of midfield, Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. There he goes, right side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now this one complete on the slant route, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Complete to Michael Pittman.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
13 yards remaining on second down. Now Darnold. Slant to Adams. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On third down, here's Washington. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
First down, New York.
On first down, Darnold. On the completion, Frank Gore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Back to Washington. And always going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Number 17.
Davante Adams.
Touchdown.
There to make the grab. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Rosas to add the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Jets 37, Colts 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 25 on second down, Rivers yards. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
7-yard line.
On first down, Taylor. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start the drive with Washington. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Jamison Crowder.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Darnold finding Perriman there for a New York first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Jets on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Staying on the ground with Washington. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's a give to Mack. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Rivers. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal for some breathing room, no doubt. And really, a field goal would be huge. That would make it a 2-score game. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
First down, Jets.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Washington. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 17, Darnold. It's complete. It's goal. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
On third down, it's Washington, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. Rosa's kick is good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Operating from the gun. Rivers looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Colts on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want. Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays. Rivers now, the throw on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down.
On 1st and 10, Rivers looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mack. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The ball carrier, Steve McClendon there on the stop. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Rivers hands this one to Matt. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. From the gun, Rivers.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt.
42-yard attempt.
And this one's going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
And the Jets first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Washington. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 35-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Darnold. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's goal. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. And you know they enjoyed taking that knee because they're now going to be 1-2 instead of 0-3. And psychologically, that's a big difference early in the season.
It certainly is. It's a big barrier breaker because you get to 0-3, you're not thinking playoffs. At 1-2, you still believe that you're going to be a playoff team.
Yeah, you feel you got some hope on your side. 0-3, things start to look pretty bleak. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.